community and the people they serve with your hosts Bill Brandmeier and Rick Mundy.
Good afternoon, Kansas City. This is Bill Brandmeier, and I'm joined by Rick Mundy every Monday at 3 o'clock on 1510. Thanks to the guys at Union Broadcasting for giving us this opportunity to share an hour with you, Kansas City, and talk about the good things that are happening in our community that make us a better place to live, and the passionate people that make up our community are they just overwhelm me. Well, Kansas City, we've spent the time together talking with individuals that have identified an issue in their world, in their neighborhood, or in their lives, and gotten off the couch and done something about it. And we're going to continue that theme with our next guests. We're joined by Luke Wade and Beth Ott.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have both of you. Luke, you're a good-looking man, but I'm glad you have Beth with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Aw.
Yeah, and we our third founder, Julie Ray, actually couldn't join us today, but she's just as good looking.
Oh, I'm seeing here beautiful people coming together doing beautiful things is kind of something that makes Kansas City such a unique place to live. Tell us about SocialHeart and how it started and what's it all about.
Sure. Well, SocialHeart actually started last year, but it's kind of been building up. Julie Ray and Beth actually started this 2 years ago with doing the Leukemia and Lymphoma Man and Woman of the Year campaign. It's a 10-week campaign where individuals compete to raise the most money to be named Man and Woman of the Year. I got involved last year with Beth and Julie on another campaign, and we raised almost $27,000 in 10 weeks. And we just threw unique events and things like that for our friends to kind of come and join into. And after we did that, we started thinking, why cram all this into 10 weeks? Why not do this throughout the rest of the year? And why not pick a different charity every single time?
That's crazy. So, and these kinds of social groups are popping up a lot. I know there's a gentleman in Kansas City with an organization called Agenda B. Do you know of that?
Yes, we're very aware. It's very similar.
So, kind of similar, but different in different focuses. And I think there's room for a lot. We always talk about the similarities of Casey Creative, which is Casey Creative has put together Casey Cares. They're the organization behind Casey Cares, and Casey Creative offers marketing services to non-for-profits to help them tell their story better. And that's how Casey Cares came about, because this is an opportunity for you to tell your story. And it's neat how these little micro bursts of social interaction have, you're looking for a way to do good, right?
Correct.
Make a difference.
Exactly. We're here to make our community a better place.
Right. And
even better.
I love that. Even better. Yeah,
yes.
Because it's so. So if someone wants to learn more about SocialHeart, they can go to your Facebook page, it looks like, or you have a great website that you've put together. What are some of the things that you guys try to focus on? Is it open to anything, or are you looking for socially cool, young, energetic events that make it,
Yeah, our demographic is 25 to 35-year-olds.
Okay.
So we base a lot of our fundraising events are based around fun activities, fun events that that age group will go to anyways, and then we charge a certain price. Thanks to all of our awesome sponsors, we get everything donated, and then they pay one price, and then it's basically an all you can do event.
And we
I love
it.
So everything that we raise goes to the charity, and we don't charge for our services at all. So.
Well, and just to chime in a bit, and one of the big things that we've noticed is a lot of charities don't have the younger demographic. There's a lot of people out there like Beth, myself, and Julie who want to get involved, who want to do things, who want to give back to the community and other charities, but they have no idea where to go. So we've had a lot of charities coming to us just to say, how do we get people like you involved? And that's where we've been succeeding, tremendously. We throw in a fun event for young people like us. Like Beth was saying, we get everything donated, drinks, food, the event space, 100% of things get donated. That way, all of the ticket price goes straight to the charity. So we're almost like a broker of charities.
And so you guys are a promotional vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And you're you don't discriminate between different not-for-profits. If someone wants help, they come to you and say, we'd like help with
Yeah,
this.
we never say no to any nonprofit. It's just it depends on what they need, and obviously, with our timeline, we're kind of like on a waiting list almost
Sure,
now.
of course.
We've had so many requests lately, but if they need any kind of social media support, we will always offer that for them. So we can post on our Facebook page, Twitter.
Are there other not-for-profits like you that you've benchmarked off as, or that you've? I mentioned Agenda B, but have you talked to Adam Benton about how he's doing it and what his goals are, or are there in other cities? Are there promotional groups like you? Because
not really. What we found, actually, I think Agenda B formed around the same time as us, and we've kind of gone a little bit of a separate path. But we really, every time we meet with someone, they've said they haven't heard of anyone like us, exactly what we're doing.
We know what that feels like.
Yeah, exactly. And I was going to say, KC Cares kind of is in the same boat. It's like, you do what? Okay.
Yeah, it's very hard to explain to people.
Yeah, and how's
because
that going to help?
we don't raise money for any specific charity or any specific cause. We just kind of spread it all
And
around.
that's been a big obstacle for us, is because we're serving, a segment of the 8,724 not-for-profits in Kansas City, and we're not just fighting cancer. So it's a lot harder for someone to write a check.
Exactly.
Right, and it's interesting because I'm an event. I'm involved in events. I do event planning and different events that you try to get people involved in. Some for profit, some not for profit. There are individuals out there who claim to be the guy or the girl that can bring the groups of people. We can bring people. Like I got just bombarded by people saying, you pay me and I can bring people. Can you bring people?
We do. We had a masquerade Mardi Gras masquerade party back in February, and we had almost 500 people show up to this party.
It was our first main event. We basically, we kind of structured around what can we have and what can we do, and we try and create unique events based around the charity that we're trying to help. This one just came out of the blue, and the Beast Haunted House was where this one was at.
Right.
So we had a masquerade party in the Beast Haunted House. We had 500 people show up to our first event. Yeah, it was just amazing.
Yeah. That's great.
And so we've been, and actually February we had 3 events, and we raised almost $21,000 in February.
Okay.
We're trying to spread things out more now, and we're doing almost an event every single month. This next month we're actually doing Red Shoes and Runway. We're helping the Ronald McDonald's House's younger professional group called the Red Shoe Society. We're helping them put on this Red Shoes and Runway fashion show in July.
Okay. So let's talk about that, because that's your next event, right?
Yes.
Do you try to just do 1 or 2 events? I mean,
It varies. I mean, we try to coordinate an actual event, like I would say, every other month.
Okay.
And then in between there, we help.
Because you guys have real jobs, right? I mean, you guys are out there working.
All
and this
3 of
is
us have full-time day jobs. This is all in our free time.
Once again, if you're listening out there, here's another example of young people that you guys, I'm guessing, are in your 20s,
Yes.
mid
I'm
20s.
actually 30 now.
No way.
Just turned.
And
I have shoes that are
young
older than that.
professionals. Yeah. I've heard that joke before.
It's the truth.
Lou Grant used it. No. So you're passionate about this city, and you're involved, and you're probably hanging out with pretty cool people, because all the people that come to the parties they care.
They're awesome. Yes.
Yeah. They're like.
Yeah, you'd be surprised after every single event that we have, people come over and they just they have this confused look, like, I want to help, but I don't know what to do. Like, tell me what to do.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
Adam Benton is kind of sensing too. It's
Yeah.
like all this pent up energy.
People just
of
need
young,
direction.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I think with Community Village, as we were building that for Can Roxas, we kind of felt the same thing. It's like that energy. So tell me about
there's a
the
principle there. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was meeting with a client earlier who was doing some fundraising work, and they were talking about how to get the big check. And I said, "Why do you need the big check? Why don't you go for a bunch of little checks?"
Exactly.
If you can
That's what we
mobilize,
do.
if you can mobilize a younger demographic and use social media to do that, you can get $10,000 checks.
and that's our thing. People in my age demographic can't write a $5,000,
That's
$10,000 check. But if you hook us young, you're going to have us for how long? You get them involved with one charity
I
they
love
really
that,
enjoy.
Luke.
They're a lifetime,
Such a
lifetime
great-
donor.
great- And as a parent, we kind of started the show off talking about being good parents. You want to teach your kids well, and obviously you guys must have great parents, because here you are doing great things for this city, and
Agreed.
and I really appreciate it. But
So let's have your parents on next week.
but the Red Shoe event, it's July 18th,
Yes.
and
At the Dark Horse Distillery.
Okay, so you pick out cool venues too.
Well, this one we've actually the Ronald
They
McDonald
picked
House.
out-
They reached out to us and
Okay.
wanted us to help, so we actually Social Heart became a member of the Red Shoe Society, and then we've also helped them plan this event. So we've done things like promoting and then trying to find some of the fashion, some of the clothes, things like that. Just a ton of different things. But this is actually their event that they've asked us to help out
So
with.
is your model based on gift giving your services for free, or do you need support from people in the community to help you get your job done?
It varies, honestly.
Any money that comes into us is going to go back to another charity. Obviously, we have things like a 501c3 application, things like that, business cards, things like that. But we typically try and throw our own events to raise money for those things, and so people know what they're giving to. So if they come to one event, the Red Shoes and Runways, they know the money's going to the Ronald McDonald House. Our event after that is something we're working on that is going to come straight to Social Heart, just so we can pay for certain things like that.
I love it.
But we also sponsor any other charity we can do. We're a big sponsor of the Kansas Children's Service League. Last year, we raised money just to become a $1,000 sponsor of their breakfast. So all the money we take in is just so we can sponsor other charities and other events.
I got you. That's great. Well, once again, the time just flies by when you have good guests. I apologize, but I really appreciate you guys coming on, and
thank you for having us.
I'd love to keep having you on, maybe
Anytime.
as
Yeah.
a regular group to talk about
Definitely.
what the young people in our city are doing to make this a better place to live.
Yeah, so we constantly have events, so we will always have plenty to talk about.
Right. Well, good. And if you meet interesting people that are doing good things, bring them with you, and we can talk to them about what they're doing, because we don't want to strictly be about event promotion, but we're KC Cares, and we talk about what makes Kansas City a better place to live, and that's the people. So keep listening, Kansas City, and we'll be back right after these messages.